Welcome back to the second part of the program on Business Africa. This makes Kenya's third Eurobond since 2014. For the second time in this year alone, Kenya will go into debt again on the financial markets. The country therefore plans to raise $2.8 billion despite the International Monetary Fund's concerns that the country is at risk of over-indebtedness. Jean-David Mihamle and Philemon Mbele have the details.
Over the next 3 months, Kenya would like to raise $2.8 billion in the Eurobond market for the third time since 2014 in order to boost the country's economic growth. Kenya is currently experiencing problems in effectively mobilizing domestic resources, while the budget deficit is estimated at 5.7% of its gross domestic product. The IMF has recently expressed concern about the decline in the country's share of tax revenues in its GDP. According to IMF estimates, the ratio, which reached more than 18% in 2014, fell to less than 16% this year. Hence, the search for alternative resources, such as the recent fuel tax, finally adopted at 8%, is supposed to bring $170 million back to the government annually. Nevertheless, the Bretton Woods institution is concerned about the sustainability of Kenya's debt in terms of its progress. In 1 year, Kenya's public debt increased by 5%, going from 58% last year to 63.2% this year. Nevertheless, President Kenyatta's government remains optimistic and relies on tourism to drive the economic machine towards success.
Well, that's it on this week's edition of Business Africa, but you can send us your views, comments and suggestions on Twitter at IkeInga1 and on Facebook it's Amele Inga and also at Africanews and Africanews FR. Thanks for watching. See you next time.